Hello guys, welcome back to another lecture of DevOps. Today we will be discussing about how to deploy our application using Ansible to AWS EC2 instance. Here the thing is we need to install our virtual box machine because we haven't got any Ubuntu machine running in our PC. So we need to install virtual box. Then you can see my Ubuntu is running right now. Here you can see, right? Now, since Ubuntu has been running, what we need to do here is we need this Ubuntu machine, which already I got in my VM virtual machine. And using this Ubuntu machine, I would like to deploy to my AWS EC2 instance. Using what? Using Ansible. So what actually is Ansible? Ansible and Jenkins it is quite similar, but in Jenkins it is basically it is automating the server, right? But in Ansible there is no such thing as agents or sleeps. Basically, Ansible is used for automating all the scripts and configuration part. So all those things we will be uh, using Ansible for performing all those activities. But Ansible doesn't have any server. If you remember correctly, Ansible doesn't have any server. So what we need to do is we need to get the Nginx, which is basically actually a server. Now Ansible plus Nginx it completes and we can now deploy in our AWS EC2 our application. Fine. Well, that is the picture, and I hope you got a brief overview. Coming back, coming back to our AWS instance, you can see here I have this instance running. I hope you also get it started. Create an instance, and you can just start your instance. Once this instance got started, you can go to this connect and here you will find this public DNS. So using this DNS, you will be able to connect to AWS to this instance. Or maybe you can just click on here connect and it will also show up like this. And this is actually we are connecting directly from the instance itself, right? So here is the working directory for the instance and for connecting to AWS instance, what I wanted to convey was first we need the key. We need this Jenkins. This is the key name that I have given while I was trying to generate in the starting of creating of instance. Same case, you have to download this key and this will be needed while connecting to our AWS. Now the thing is, while after downloading this key, you need to copy this, right? You need to copy this and here if you see, if you take a look here in my Ubuntu machine, I have this key, Jenkins -a.pm. So here, this is the key here that I will be using. Same key, but I have imported or I have copied to my Ubuntu machine. Now, what are the things here? If you see here, first we need the Ansible installation, right? So this is the most mandatory Ansible installation. Then coming to Python 3 installation. Once Ansible has been installed, we need the Python because Ansible has lots of script that has to do with Python. That's the reason why we are going with the Python 3, which is the latest. And after installing the Python, we again need the pip installation because we need to install module, right? For the Python, we need to install module so that Ansible can detect that module for connecting, for deploying our application to AWS. Right, and after installation of PIP, we will go ahead with the PIP install 6, which is the module which is very much required and needed for the deployment section, and we also need the Nginx server since Ansible doesn't have any server with itself. Yeah, so these are the requirements that we actually need to install. Now, if any problem arise or if there are any issue that you are facing while running or while performing the deployment section in Ansible, you just need to upgrade your Ansible, right? Why I'm telling this? Because upgradation of Ansible is very much needed because Ansible version 2 plus and Python 3.x, right? So Python 3 with any version that is compatible. So maybe you might get some compatibility issue here. That is the reason why I'm telling you to just upgrade the Ansible so that it becomes compatible with the Ansible and the Python. And this Jenkins should be there, key, and here, if you look at here, UTF-8, right? So UTF-8 issue you might face. So what is the UTF issue? If you go and type local in your Ubuntu machine, and if you haven't got this UTF-8, then it is well and fine, right? Language UTF-8, because encoding issue might arise while deploying the application using Ansible. So those are some of the common problems that we keep on facing constantly. So I believe you resolve all those things. And coming back to the deployment section, right? We have already deployed. So if I go here, if I uh, if I select the DNS and if I just because I have deployed already in port how much 3000. So let's hit this port 3000. So you can see I have deployed it here using my Ansible. And how do I know it is being successfully deployed? If you take a look here, you can see, right, I have been running Ansible playbook. And playbook is very much needed. We need to construct the playbook so that we will be able to deploy and host also. We need the host, which is nothing, but all the what all the configuration, all those things will be kept, right? All the server maintenance and all the server management or machine management, all those things will be included in the host file. Now, if you look at here, I have written the inventory, right? For Ansible, we need first the inventory, right? We need the inventory, then we need to write the tasks. So once inventory is done, we will write the task. So inventory is nothing but the configuration of the machine and all those things, and then comes the task where actually our, our all our activities or whatever task that I want to perform that will be actually performed in this section tasks, right? Now we got inventory and tasks. That is exactly what we are trying to do it here, right? Now this is the command for deploying, right? Ansible playbook -i host deploy.yml. Now if you take a look here, we are executing the tasks one by one. So first, if you see this OK part, then it indicates that we have successfully executed our tasks. So you can see we have various tasks here that we are performing. And if you look at here, installation of Git and cloning the repository, then we need to install all the dependencies. After all the dependencies installation has been done, then we will build a React app. Then again, we will install, right, and serve globally. Then we will start the React app. But these things are fine that we are able to deploy, but how do we write this, right? So you log in to your directory. So I am in the home directory here, and if you look at here, I have which one? So I have this directory ReactJs Ansible deploy. So this is the folder which I have created, and inside this folder you will find host and then test.yml. This is just for the testing purpose, and the actual one is this deploy.yml, which I am running here, right? Now, if I take a look inside deploy.yml and host, you need to this is compulsorily you need to construct or you need to create this files. Now, how do I create this file? You can just type sudo nano and deploy.yml. So password, enter it. Now, if you look at here, I have this section, right? Name, I will start with a triple hyphen and then followed by the single hyphen name, right? This is a description, and then you can see the host is web, right? This is important because whatever machine or whatever server that I'm referring to, I'm writing it here. Then if you look at here, we are giving the task. So what is it become? Become means this will get executed, right? So tasks here you can see we have various tasks here. What are the which one is the first one? Update, right? So first we will update, then we will just install the node and we will install Git. So then we will clone the same laptop shopping cart UI which we already have built, and then we will go for the installation npm install all the dependencies. And what is this chdir? This is where we are going to write the working directory of our AWS EC2, right? This will not be in my local machine. This is the part which is referring to the AWS EC2 part. And if you look at here, same thing again, I will go to this part and I will just simply build it, and finally I will serve, right? The thing is, in serving it, I was having one issue. That issue was it was not deploying, right? It was not serving at port 3000. That you can, if you also get that kind of issue, then what you can do is you can go to this section, right? You can directly connect to the instance, and what you need to do is you need to write this ps grep, right? So this what is this command for? This command is used to check whether is there because I have deployed in 3000, so that port should be showing up in this, right? So if you take a look here, there is no such 3000 port getting shown. There is no active port like 3000. So I need to write it directly over here so that it gets started, right? Now, after writing this surf hyphen s build hyphen l 3000, it will start it will start, and it will make it active. Whatever port which was inactive before, now it will get active and it will start running, and you can see it got started. So whenever I hit this port, this is the public IP, so similar to this one, right? So whenever I hit this IP, now it will get run my application. So that is the thing, and step by step, it will execute all the tasks. And this is our what? This is our tasks. So we need the YML file. Whatever deployment part we will write in YML, and and after that, about host. If I see about host, right? Host is nothing but the inventory. So in inventory, which machine I'm trying to deploy, or which machine I'm trying to, or which server I'm trying to maintain, that will be mentioned here. So here is the thing. I have already mentioned my public DNS for the AWS, and you can see here Ansible user, and then The key, the key part should be exactly where you have loaded the key, right? I have loaded the key where in my home and then name and then here. So if I go to home, you can see I have this key. That is what it is referring to. And Python interpreter, because we are actually running Python 3. That's the reason why Python 3 is being needed, right? I hope this much is understood. And yeah, that's the thing. And once you deploy, it will start running. And if you go to the respective port number, it will show the application that you have been running. I hope it is clear. There is nothing much, and the key looks something like this. This will be your private key, right? The private key is required. Required for what? Private key is required in our machine to connect to AWS. And from where we are getting this private key, we are actually downloading it from the AWS itself. Yeah, that's the logic behind our connectivity and deployment section. Okay, I hope you got it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.